Inky peeps, it's Adele from Inky Quill and welcome to your February printables over here on Patreon. I went for a kind of lovey theme, but I didn't want to make it too Valentine's Day-ish because I don't know about you guys, but there's so many Valentine's themed things out there and I don't even take a photo on Valentine's Day. I think in the 12 that Aaron and I have had together, we've maybe taken photos twice. And so I just bought a heap of the new Crepe Paper Valentine's collection because it was cute. And there are so many things that say Valentine's on them that I can't really use. So I wanted to make it a little bit lovey, but also just all about happiness because let's just have a month of happiness. So I'm sorry also about the state. Whoa, out of focus there, Mr. Camera. There we go. I also apologize for the state of my mat. I have been busy making some jelly plate prints in the last couple of days, and I used some of these for this month's printables, and then I'm working on something with these as well too that you guys could use, but I need a little bit more time to have a play with those. So keep your eyes peeled soon. And the paper is so crinkly. It's it's very scrumptious. All right, on to the printables. So for this month I decided to use this as the art print. I just love this page so much. It's probably my favorite art journal page that I've made for a while, and I just really loved it. So I printed mine. I always print my master copy on Kodak glossy photo paper, and then I also print some of the printables on just a thick cardstock that I get at my local stationery store. So this is your art print for this month, and it's included as a JPEG image file, so you can make it smaller or bigger, whatever you like. I also printed mine two to a page. I thought these would be great to include in my junk journal, so I want to do that. There we go. And then on to the journaling cards. So if you're new, there's always an art print, 2 pages of journaling cards, a collage sheet, and then an extra printable. It might be some background papers, it could be another collage sheet, it could be journal prompts, all sorts of bits and pieces. So for this month I went with very bright and colourful. We're in the middle of summer here, and so I'm all about the brights at the moment, and like I said, I didn't want to make them too Valentine's, but there's a little hint of loviness. So we've got, this is one of the jelly plate pages, and then I was feeling very sunshiny, so there's a couple of sunshine bits. I love this little guy. I don't usually draw little cartoony things, but I was experimenting on my iPad, and then I also drew some of those like candy love heart lollies things, and just made a couple of bits there. I thought that would be a great filler card. You could also add some journaling around it, and this one would look really cute with one of the words that I will show you very soon. So there's your first page, and then this is the second page. This is my favorite card this month. I love it, and I have actually printed it separately to put on my little gallery wall that I have behind me. So I've got the little love you on one of the jelly backgrounds. And then this little guy, he was just begging to be made mini. Everything's cuter in a mini form, so I wanted to have a play. And then this one just says happiness all over it, and I thought it would be a great mat, like a border for a photo, or you could also put a label on here and add some journaling, or use it as a title card and use like black alphabet stickers for that one. So there are your 2 pages of journaling cards. And then, like I said, I also printed this one 4 copies to a page, just on the cardstock that I usually print on. And this is definitely going into my junk journal. And I think it would also make an awesome card front if you sized it to whatever size card you want to make. And then you could print it, just slap it on. You could do a little bit of hearty shining, a little bit of sprinkly bits. Or even add the person's name, and boom, got yourself a card, nice and quick. I'm all about quick card making. I'm actually going to film a video for March, a card making video for birthday cards, because it's my birthday in March, and I was wondering if you've got any challenges or anything around birthday cards, things that you find a bit tricky with card making, or some techniques, like if you'd like to see some die cutting or mixed media card making, whatever you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. So then for this month, your collage sheet looks like this, and there are a million of these little hearts because I really, really love them. And you know, I've said before, hearts are my thing, and I thought that I would include them in lots of different colors so that no matter what color you scrap with, except brown. I'm sorry, oh, I should have done a black one too, but I didn't. You could print it in black and white, I guess. No brown, but any other colour that you scrapbook in, you'll be able to find something that will match it and use it in your paper crafting, card making, whatever you want to do. And then I also printed it, I'm also using it as an art print, so I'm going to pop this up on my wall. I just cut off the little inky quill bit down the bottom, so you could also pop it on your wall if you want a little something to brighten up your space. And then you could also print it half size, so like the art print, this is saved as a JPEG image file, so you can make it as small as you want. You could use this as a card front as well, maybe, perhaps, or a journal tip in, that'd be really cool, or just slap it straight in your art journal. But I think that having the printables as JPEGs really opens them up to how you can have a play with them and what you can do. So that's that one. And then your final printable for this month are some scripty phrases, and I went with as a charcoal brush in my iPad Pro, and so I wanted it to look a little bit hand drawn, so you can see, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but there's a bit of it looks like it's drawn with a crayon, or it's got a little bit of texture to it, which I love. And I wanted to make sure that there were some larger pieces that you might be able to use as titles, and then some middle-sized bits, and then some smaller ones as well. I've also printed, just like the last one, printed them at half size too, which is handy, especially for Project Life, because these ones are all, I think that will fit, let's see. They'll all fit on 3x4 Project Life cards, so you can make some really quick and easy filler cards with those. But I just felt like I needed to do a little bit of writing this month, and just kind of have a bit of fun with some happy phrases and not make it too loved up and Valentine's-y. So they are the printables. I have been busy, and I have cut up, I've stolen Archie's plate, don't tell him, but I have cut up 2 copies of the phrases, a large one and a small one, and some of them I punched. So I just punched it, I cut around it so it was a bit smaller, just because you can't really punch on the large sheet, and then just punched it with my heart punch. Other ones, if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, you could always cut them into banners and shapes like that. They're a lot easier to snip. But I just sat in front of the TV with my big, not too big scissors, but bigger than fussy cutting scissors. And the easiest thing is to just move the paper, keep your scissors still, and just move the paper around until they're all cut up. I've got my little hearts, I've got bigger hearts, I've got a layout that I'm going to make now for the $15 plus patrons with this photo. I'm thinking of brightening it up with the hearts somehow. I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's as far as I've gotten. But I hope you like them this month. Next month I'm going with a bit of a birthday theme, just because I'm turning 30. Ooh, and yeah, it's a big one. It's a new decade. Most of my friends are already 30. They turned 30 last year, so I'm one of the last ones, and we're actually celebrating my birthday this coming weekend along with Archie's baptism on the same day, so it's going to be a big weekend, which I'm sure we'll have lots and lots of photos to scrap in March afterwards. But thank you for watching today, peeps. As always, I've got all the files listed down below in this post. The art print is in a separate post, so make sure you go back and grab that one. The journaling cards are saved as a Word doc, as a PDF, and then as individual images. So if you use like the Project Life app or other digital scrapbooking, you can include them and print them like that. But yeah, I hope you like them. I wanted to go a little bit bright this month. I'm in a bright kind of phase. Don't get too excited. Just because I did the rainbow last month and I'm going with the bright this month doesn't mean that the bright will always stay. I think we're gonna calm things down a little bit for next month and not be as crazy bright. But until then, I'll see you very soon. Bye.